Yo, yo, yo. Good morning, guys. Hope you guys are doing well. The crypto chop continues. We've been grinding sideways for a while now. Obviously, with Bitcoin for more than a week, we have just been in this sideways chop period, which I have highlighted in yellow over here. Obviously, frustrating the bulls, of course. We are stuck below the 50-day EMA, which is a bit of a red flag. And the level to get above is that 100,000 and 500 level over here, which is marked off on the chart. I have taken this Bitcoin long. I think this is a good Bitcoin long, good risk reward, and very high chance of playing out at least to TP1, which is at that 50% level, the key zone. The reason why I have gone long on Bitcoin here is because we've been testing this 50 EMA on the daily time frame for a while now, and I think we are going to get a little push up through there. And this level does need to get tested as support. As resistance. We obviously came close over here, but I think we could easily make a run through here and tag this downsloping resistance, this declining resistance as well. And I think this is all lining up quite well to happen by the end of the week. So I think we can get a little push up today. Obviously, today we do have the CPI coming out, and that would be the catalyst causing Bitcoin to potentially go for a run up. So that is the level that I have got marked off on the chart over there. Let me get rid of that and get rid of that. There we go. And the reason why I'm going long here is because a lot of fear in the market, guys. A lot of fear in the market. A lot of people are hesitant to be buying crypto. It's obviously been on a massive discount since that huge wick, which we saw on Monday, which is likely a capitulation low. And if we swing into high block capital over here, you can see that there's a lot of liquidity to the upside. So I think, there's definitely a little bit of room for upside. I think we are going to get into a little scalp long on Ethereum. I'm looking at this now. I'm just waiting for the perfect retest of that 2,610 region. I'm looking at that. But if you look at high block capital, a lot of liquidity to the upside on the shorter term time frame. And if we go to the middle term time frame, we do have liquidity to the upside and the downside. I do see this potentially being tagged today. So I do have a limit order on Bitcoin at 94,700. If we do come into that liquidity pool, obviously the CPI would be the catalyst to push price down. So I've gone long on Bitcoin at the current level at, well, just before it had a little push up here at about 95.8. And I've got another limit order for 94.7. So I think if Bitcoin does come into this 94.6, 94.7 level, I am going to be a buyer of that level. And then obviously if we go to the higher term time frame, we've got liquidity stacked at basically all-time high levels at about 108K, and then a little bit more higher up, which I think a lot of big players will have their stops. So I think if we do come to that 105, 106K level, I think we can see a massive squeeze to the upside. Obviously, the majority of the participants are short, guys. This means that obviously when the majority of the market participants are short, coming into a highly volatile key news event, we do see a little bit of a short squeeze and at least a push up. If it's a failed breakout, we'll have to see later. But that is my reason for going long. A lot of fear in the market, a lot of liquidity to the upside, and the majority of the participants are short. This is normally the perfect recipe for a good trade. So this is the trade over here. Obviously, I told you guys I entered in now. We can have a look at coin dubs over here. Here we go. Average entry is there for now, and I do have an open order at 94,700. A bit of mixed bag. Ondo still in the Ondo trade. We are down a little bit on that one. XRP trade doing quite well, still in that one, and we are still in the Solana trade. So it is looking good. It has been a very choppy market, not a good market for swing trades. But this is normally the time where you start to establish and build those big positions. We obviously did very well in October and November. We absolutely nailed this move up. We got into some big swing trades. We took some profits. Everything was good. And I think, we are starting to approach that point where we are going to get a tipping point in the markets. Obviously, today, what's happening today? Well, today we have the bull moon, okay? Today is a full moon, so a little bit of a bull moon today, which means, we see how this works. The bull moon often puts price up and bear moon takes it down. So here we go. Last time it happened, we got a little push up and the bear moon taking us down. So I think right now is a good time to be getting stuck into those swing long trades. And Bitcoin, this is a good opportunity. Obviously, I'm very uncertain with Bitcoin dominance and how altcoins are, not really performing at the moment. We can go into that just now. But this is the reason why I've put in a 2% risk trade for Bitcoin. And I think, this is the point of invalidation, this 90,700 level. All these swing lows over here, low here, low here. This is a good level. Massive liquidation event again. But I think if we lose this 90,700, then I think we can come and roll down. And then it is looking likely that we are going to come into this level over here. And that's coming in at 84K. If we lose this, guys, if we lose this, it's one step at a time. I am long here. But I think if we do lose this, then I think we are going to quickly come down to this 84K, which lines up with the 100 EMA over here. And so that's why my stop is over here, because if we do lose the level, we are going to come quickly down to that level, and then we can look at some other swing trades from there. But for now, it's very little risk on the table, guys, very little risk on the table, and we are just starting to slowly build those swing longs. If we do get in now, we can obviously build a position where, we're not risking much, but we have a lot of capital in this trade, and that's what we want to do. And we want to establish those positions when we are below the 50-day EMA. We have been testing at resistance. And, if this is the low, then the kind of trade we're going to be looking at is obviously, if we do get fortunate enough to get into Bitcoin at that 94,700, we're going to have a decent entry. Then I think we're going to see something like this. We take some profits. And then as soon as we start, we keep the half the position open at least. And then as soon as we, we start to reclaim the 50-day EMA, then we're going to start putting in long orders on the 50 EMA. So we take some profits over here, then we'll add to the trade over here. Then once we break 105, we're going to add in there again. Then we're going to slowly add and build this position, and we're going to take profits, final profits at 120K. I think this is the ultimate plan for crypto at the moment. If you guys are looking to get in, and start trading with your trading portfolio, spot portfolio, long-term investment portfolio, we're obviously not at all worried about this chop, because, we do have much higher targets, especially for our altcoins. And we do have a very long time horizon. Okay, we do have the whole year ahead of us, which is likely to be a green year for the crypto space. So you just got to be patient, guys. But this is the trade for now, guys. This is the trade for now. I was looking at this ETH trade, but it has run away from us. I was obviously setting up the stream. We did only break through recently. So yeah, I still think we could get a perfect entry over here. But this was a good squeeze. This 15-minute candle close was the time to get in, but we didn't get that lower wick, which I think we can still get, maybe not this candle, but the next. And then there's obviously, we're going to be tracking this kind of trend line. We don't really want to lose that trend line over here. So X marks the spot. So I think, we can maybe chop around here, and I think that will be the perfect entry. So that's where I'm going to be entering. Stops will go below here. Obviously, big buyers stepping in over here. And then we'll come and test to see if that was valid bias. So this will be your point of validation. ETH, you don't want to lose that 2,595. So I think we could come down to the bottom levels. But this is the setup, guys. This is the setup. Guys, what's up? Hope you guys are doing well. Yo. Shout so much for joining the stream, guys. It's obviously much appreciated. Smash the like button, as you guys always do. But this is looking like a decent setup. If we can get that, if it can come down. And then, we can be turning that tight stop loss scalp trade into a big swing if we do get a nice big move and it's up only into CPI. If it's up only into CPI. Okay, so let's have a look at some other, trades. We're still in the Solana trade, which has been a bit frustrating. But I still, if we do come into this, that should catapult. But if we do lose that, then that is what it is, another failed trade. But we are still looking for that big swing long, guys. The big swing long, we are risking little bits at a time, 1%, 0.5% of the portfolio. And this is a very, often you see this breakout with Solana and it does fly. So it's always worth like something like this, breakout comes underneath. So this could be, the breakouts. If you guys aren't in the Solana trade, I think, this is a decent trade. I might be adding to my position, get an average entry around here, maybe boost our stop loss since it is a CPI today. But I think this is a really good setup as it is right now. I know you can go long here from about the current price, $195. Stops can go below here. If you are a conservative trader, I've got mine over here because I don't really want to see that, and I did enter a little bit higher around here. So this is a really good setup in my opinion. I might be adding to my Solana position, but yeah, you don't really want to see price under that 170. So that could be your point of invalidation, of course. XRP, we're still in the XRP trade. We got in, let's have a look what we got in at about $2.36. So, you know, around here, not a bad trade, decent leverage on this one. For XRP, we don't want to lose this. If we do lose that, then we are looking to get in at this $2.15, which is a good price for XRP. That's obviously the 50% of that massive wick. But notice how XRP, you know, we got that huge wick down and price hasn't come down at all, meaning that, you know, this is a strong coin. So I think this will be defended. I think $2.27 will be defended and $2.26 will be defended. So I think stops can go there, and then we are targeting higher prices for XRP, all-time highs for sure, all-time highs or cycle highs, however you want to name it. But that is the plan for XRP. We're still in that long. Bitcoin dominance, this is why I'm, you know, mainly building a Bitcoin swing long, is just because this is still above here, guys. If we, you know, get this deviation, which, you know, we could confirm the deviation today, obviously with the big news event. So what we want to see is that we're going to lose yesterday's low and then start to get acceptance below these highs. If we close below these highs, then this is looking like one big deviation, and then we are going to most likely test this as resistance and then fill this full fair value gap, okay, one step at a time. And then we'll see if, you know, a lot of altcoin bulls are stepping into the market, then we could see a massive alta rally, and then we want to see this level lost, get below the EMA, start to look something like this kind of price action, and then I think it is off to the races. And our first target for Bitcoin dominance is 52%, guys. This is realistic in my opinion. And I think it is likely to happen. You know, we could still come up here, but once we start to fill this fair value gap and break down this upsloping or ascending support, then it is likely that we can come to this level, in my opinion, guys. Obviously, altcoin season, a lot of people are not speaking about it. A lot of people are scared. So I think this is the time to be at least building those swing longs, guys. You know, loose kind of stop losses on the volatile coins, stuff like XRP. You can have a tight stop loss because you can see that buyers are stepping into the market. So that is the kind of plan at the moment. This will be your trigger. You know, once we break this and test this, then this will be your trigger. This is when we will be adding to our swing longs that we've already built. Okay, so it's definitely worth risking between 1% and 5% in the current market conditions, maybe 1 or 2% now. CPI, if we do get a massive dump, then risking another, you know, 3-4%, you know, and then when you start to build those positions, basically what you want is to be in, you know, 4, 5, 6 positions, only risking 1%. And then that means you're only risking 6%. And then you want to build those positions so that your account is basically all in, or 2x, 3x leverage on your whole account. But you're only risking that 4, 5, 6%, guys. That is where we want to be. And that is how we make the most risk to reward in this market, guys. USDT dominance looking extremely similar to Bitcoin dominance. And the reason why I'm still bullish is because we're still stuck below the 200-day EMA over here, guys. 50%, we have tested this. So this is likely the hammer. This is likely the hammer. A lot of people are scared still, guys. You can notice a lot of fear in the market. And this is exactly where we want to be. So we're getting hammered here. Of course, if USDT dominance does start to crawl up and start to close candles, if we close the week above 4.66%, then we can cut our swing longs, guys. Then it is going to be looking ugly, and we can expect, you know, higher prices for, or higher percentages for USDT dominance, which will obviously affect the crypto sector. But guys, we want to be opening our trades and taking positions at the pivot points, at the extreme points. This is an extreme point. We don't want to be getting super long here. You know, we're obviously building some longs in here, which we got stopped out, which is perfectly fine because we're able to enter in at cheaper levels, which gives us a better risk reward at the end of the day because the targets to the upside remain the same. Okay, so this is the level where you want to be getting in, guys. This level over here. Obviously on the deviation, once this deviation confirms, it's going to happen very fast. It looks very similar to Bitcoin dominance. It looks very similar to the DXY on the daily time frame. Nice deviation. If we zoom out over here, you can see there was the range high, this box over here. If this is a deviation, deviation back into the range, roll over. This is a good point to potentially be getting into the market. Okay, so let's have a look at ETH quickly. Sorry to jump around a lot, but it looks like we are getting that retest over here. So, this 2610 is my perfect level. So let's wait and see. I think if we come into that, we can be building a little bit of a scalp long over here, stops below here, and then we're going to see. We want to see how this 50-minute candle closes as well, because if we do close completely in this range over here, then it might be looking ugly. But I think a little limit order for 2610, let's just keep an eye on it. I've got it over here, so I am keeping an eye on this. But this could be the retest as well, so let's wait and see, guys. This level over here, this zone. This is pretty perfect. Over there, over there. There we go. Bit of a perfect retest. So if you guys want to enter this, just moves the risk reward a bit off. So that's where I want it. 2610, 2611. I think, even underneath this little wick here, if you guys can see on your screens, 2612 even. Okay, I'm going to put a little limit order in there. ETH. Okay, this is a little tiny 0.5%. So I'm going to go with about 50x leverage. This is a scalp trade, guys. This is a scalp trade. Okay, 50x leverage. Limit order to 610. And we're going to risk about 0.5%, guys. Scalp trading, I don't like to risk too much, especially in a choppy market. So on 50x leverage. Okay, there we go. So my accounts are the accounts on $5,000, which means 0.5% is $25. So I'm going to put that in. Liquidation price is obviously much lower. So let's wait and see what happens, guys. 2610, hopefully the perfect entry, but let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Okay, what else do you guys want to have a look at? What else should we look at? Obviously, CPI is very crucial. This is just kind of ideas. We want to see this roll over. Basically, total crypto markets playing very much ball with what we outlined a week ago. Obviously, massive wick up, comes down, sweeps these levels. We haven't had the perfect 50% test, so we might see a little dump today. But we'll have to wait and see, guys. If we do get a dump, I think it is opportunity. It is an opportunity. This is still bullish. Any closes below 3 trillion is a warning sign, guys. This still above 3 trillion is a win. It's a huge win. We're above this high over here. This was the previous all-time high, so we are above that. And if you guys want some targets to the upside, there we go. So this is what I'm targeting, guys. If this happens, if this plays out, obviously the later this happens in the year, the higher the price target. But if this does happen, in Q1, price target will be about 5 trillion, which isn't bad. It's not bad. And it can happen very fast. You guys know it can happen very fast. If this just happens again, for some reason, it'll break out from here. It can happen very fast. Look at that speed line. So if it happens today, this can happen in Q1. Very possible. Wait, I want that line. There we go. Okay, let's wait and see though, guys. Let's wait and see. Obviously, total 3 struggling a bit. And this is looking like, I think, a bit of a deviation. But we want to stay, we did take out the highs. But this has to stay above this pivot over here, coming in at about 830 billion, which we have tested. So we didn't really want to close candles underneath here. Okay, let's have a look at SUI, Ondo, and SPX. Let's have a look at those. Ondo, still in my Ondo trade, of course. I think this is just big accumulation over here. The ultimate buy would be the 50% retest, or if we come and test the 200-day EMA, but it's not promised. It's not promised. So 214 over here. I think even this $1.25. fundamentally, guys, fundamentally, I'm very happy with this project. So I don't mind. I don't mind waiting it out. I'll wait the whole year for this. I've got a lot of spot. So let's wait and see. But for now, we do want to just still the kind of the TA remains the same. We just want to claim. If we can reclaim $1.52, it will be looking quite strong, guys. We'll be looking quite strong. SUI, of course. SUI, of course. Yeah, if we can just hold this 200-day EMA, this is the zone where you want to be getting into some SUI. But yesterday and the day before was price action. You know, this is showing that there are some bulls in the market. But the ultimate level to get above will be $3.90. Something like this will be looking incredibly bullish for SUI. Massive buys on this higher low. But very bullish chart in my opinion, right? It's just higher low after higher low after higher high. So this was your previous higher low over here. So this is another higher low in the making. We'll have to wait and see, obviously, deep correction. But, you know, we can expect a deep correction. I think I got most of my SUI orders in about 80, 85 cents. So we're up pretty massively on this. We're still up on this. So we don't actually mind. We don't mind holding. We are holding. SPX. There he is. Okay, still at the range lows. So if you are bullish on this, we do want to get above this $1. I think I've done this analysis a few times now. We want to start consolidating above $1 for SPX. But you know, if you are bullish on this, it is a higher low technically. Is maintaining this uptrend, of course. But let's wait and see, guys. A little bit of hidden bullish divergence as well. But yeah, if this market starts pumping, we do want to see price above the 50-day EMA, of course, guys. Okay, the 50% retest might create an inverse head and shoulder on Ondo. Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, with these big wicks, I generally put on the line chart because it just makes more sense to me. This huge wick, it's not really, it's not like strong price action to base your analysis off. The only thing I do with the wicks is 50% of the wick. Otherwise, you can see what we are creating here are higher lows. Okay, higher lows, even with that dump, of course. But if you look at like other tokens, like Brett, lower lows, of course. With lower lows, of course. Ondo, higher lows. So this is a strong project. SUI, lower lows, but of course it's had a massive run up, so that is expected. Even, you know, Chainlink, lower low. ENS, bit of a lower low. ENA has been getting smashed, guys. Radium, guys, higher lows. There we go. Strong chart. What else? Hype, higher lows. Strong chart. This is how we do it, guys. It's very, very simple. Of course, it is very simple. This is a strong token. Some examples. TAL. Okay. Low lows, potential breakouts over here. We'll have a look at TAL actually right now because that does look quite interesting. Look at that. So, you know, we are, you know, it looks like we are moving up over here. I think this is a good place to be getting into some spot. I'm going to buy some spot after the show, I think. But this, you know, $4.60 is the level to get above all the important EMAs over here. This is looking like a little bit of a breakout. We tried to break out, we failed. Stops would just go below this level over here. Did we get the 50% retest? Looks like we just missed it. Just missed it over there. So some spot could be good here. And if, you know, if the market does sell off into the day, then, you know, but we could be buying some more. But this is looking good. It is holding up. Obviously, price is coming lower. RSI holding up over there. And it looks like we are wanting to push up. RSI has had a bit of a breakout over here, you know. So we could get some momentum, guys. We could get some momentum. The chart is telling me that we could be getting some momentum. Did we get into this? No, we just missed it. Okay, XRP, I mean, so it looks like that was the perfect retest, of course. TAL, I'm going to get some spot TAL into my portfolio, I think, after the show. Okay, let's have a look at the comments again. Nice, good trade, man. Good trade, good trade. Ondo price prediction based on fundamentals. Okay, I don't like doing price predictions. I prefer doing time predictions. You know, any price is possible, but the timing is what we want. But if you guys want a little, you know, a little bit of bull porn, you know, I think depends when it happens. You know, I think if we get it in Q1, we could come and test this $2.50 region. But if we get it by the end of the year, you know, then our targets are much higher, of course. It'd be cool to see a $3. If we could see a $3 Ondo, that'd be great. But let's wait and see. You know, crypto can get very much carried away. So let's wait and see. Sonic. Oof, guys, Sonic's not looking good. I've got a bit of Sonic, and it's not looking good. Yeah, this thing's basically, it's just been down only. Not really, you know, not much analysis we can do here. Bit of a rounded bottom we are forming over there. Let's have a look at Phantom because there's a bit more price history. So look on Kraken. This one's been along for a while. Okay, so you know, it is holding this trend over here. Looks like the perfect retest as well. I mean, this could be in an extended megaphone pattern, of course, something like that. And, you know, you can be going long, you can be targeting higher prices. Massive fair value gap, of course, on Phantom. Ugly price action, guys. Ugly price action. This will be your kind of target. But we could be approaching some kind of breakout. If we can get above this, you know, 62, 63 cent region. Obviously, massive support zone over here. That is the level we want to get above. Otherwise, I wouldn't be getting too excited on this. You know, we could easily see a little push up here, rejection. Then this is where we want to be getting in. So after we've broken this, then we want to be getting in here. And this is a nice trade, guys. Nice trade. End of the month, maybe this can happen. Nice little trade. Something like that. That's kind of what we're looking for a trade on Sonic. But we want to get above the level over here. You know, we want to get above this 60 cent zone. Then I think, you know, if this does push up, we can be taking some profits on this unless this megaphone pattern is going to play out, which is very probable, guys. It is very probable. We are in the crypto market, of course. These swings happen. Massive moves up, massive moves down. Just remember to take profits. We'll take profits this time, guys. Yes, decent bag of Phantom. Yeah, I think my average entry for Phantom is probably at this 70 to 80, very similar to Sui. I was buying at this level over here with Sui. I was like, you know, I'll put a little bit in Sui, it'll put a bit in Phantom. Obviously, a lot of hype with the Sonic upgrade, but, you know, sold the news. I was a sold the news, obviously down on this, but this fair value gap, guys, likely to get filled. Likely to get filled. Okay, so look at Zero, ZRO. Okay, looks like the crypto market is having a bit of a push, or Ethereum at least. So look at Coinbase. Boom. Okay, so you know, zooming out, I can see this stuck below this little support level, flipping into resistance. And this is bearish, guys. Unfortunately, big volatility. But we have lost that November low. The November low is not really what you want to be losing. If you can get above here and get a higher low here, then, you know, there is a case that this is a deviation below the trading range, of course. Something like that, back into the range, then we can target high levels. But you know, your profit target would be about here. But let's wait and see. Let's get above this key level. We want to get above, you know, $3.20 to put a round number on that. Okay, so look at W. Smashed, absolutely smashed. I remember getting long on this around here or so. I have no idea. Obviously didn't hit our proper TP, but yeah, we never got the golden cross, guys. At the end of the day, you know, the red above the blue is what we want to do and get long. But technically bearish. Okay, stuck below the level over here. We did take out this low as well, created in, if you took out the August low, it's probably not looking good. But again, if this has to come up, find support, and then off we go. Looks like there is an obvious down-sloping resistance here. Yeah, if we can break above this, you know, then there is possibility for a long, but just hold, guys. Hold. Okay, ETH looking good. You know, if you are looking for a TP, if you did get into this, then TP would be at this, you know, 2,630. I think that's a good TP. Stops at break even now, of course. If you did get into that, we just missed it. So I'm going to go and remove my order before I just get whacked. Okay, Bitcoin long. Where's my Bitcoin long? There he is, up 4 or 5%, chilled, not a big one. But this is also breaking out, guys. This was the, you know, breakout, perfect retest, and off we go to the races. We don't want to lose this upsloping. If we lose this trend line, so we do want to see a push sooner than later. We do want to see a push sooner than later. We don't want to lose this upsloping support. Okay, guys, any more chart requests? If you guys just joined the show now, I'll quickly recap Bitcoin. So I'm in a Bitcoin long. This is the idea, of course. I got in over here, 95,800. Got another order for 94,700 in case we do get that CPI bearish little move to the downside. I'm going to be scooping that up. Stop loss and validation, but at 90,700. If we lose 90,700, then I think we are going to roll into this 200-day EMA, which, you know, you should expect to be support. So that then would be your deviation. If we do lose this, guys, it's a huge if. Then we, you know, deviate back into the range. Off we go. Targets 50% level of that big move down. 100,500. That is target number one. This, in my opinion, is looking like a bit of a magnet. I would say with certainty that we will most likely see 100,500 before rolling over, if we roll over. So that's what I'm looking for. Push up, bang, and come down, or break through, support, off we go. So I think it is worth building your swing longs now. It's always worth building the swing longs. Okay, guys, ETH approaching take profit. Here we go. There we go, into the zone. If you break through this, it is looking good. It is looking good. If you guys did get into that scalp trade, of course, this would be where you're taking a little bit off the table. Stop loss is at break even where you got in. GG's. But yeah, guys, again, Bitcoin trade, if it does roll over, then we are going to be getting in at 84,200. We'll get a strong bounce off the 200-day EMA on the daily time frame. You normally get a strong bounce there the first time we tested in a while, of course. But guys, that's going to be the show today. I'll be posting some trades after CPI depending on the results. And yeah, good luck out there. Remember to take some profits, and we will see you guys later this week. Cheers for now.